Well, it's kind of a weird week, my friends, because Carl, who is normally sitting, well, not across from me, but is, normally the voice that is bouncing back off of mine, is under the impression that he's still entitled to a personal life outside of the podcast, and I don't know. I don't have the heart to tell him otherwise, so he's still off on vacay with his family. He's going to be back in September, but it felt wrong to go all of August without giving any news, without, looping you guys in on what's happening. And also, I didn't want Carl to come back in September and be like, hey, we've got 30 news topics because you've been away. So, I did a little bit of digging. I thought to myself, who in this great wide world would be an apt temporary fill-in, a substitute teacher, if you will, for Carl Eastman to come in and talk to us about the world of movies and television and streaming and all of that good stuff. And I found someone. So we are so excited to introduce to you someone who at this point, I feel like, although I haven't known since birth, the older you get, the bigger chunk of your life you've known someone. So I feel like I can say a lifelong friend at this point. Someone who I DJ'd this man's wedding. This man stood up for me in my wedding. A man who I, for many years, only affectionately knew as Capitaine. A man who I can attest looks fantastic in the buff. And the star of The Last of the Snowblower Killers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Movie Men Podcast, Sir Michael Wilson.
Hello, everyone.
Have you ever gotten such the accolades being thrown in your direction there?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot to take in. I feel like there's a ginormous bar that's been set up, and it's like, oh my word! They don't know what I'm like. They don't even get to see what I'm like. So
Yeah, and I tried to hopefully I dragged up some memories there, right?
Yeah.
Snowblower Killer and Capitaine, which I don't even know the backstory behind. It was just that was just the gospel truth. You knew that, to heck with what his actual name is. It's Capitaine.
Hey, it was the duo at the time, Seabass and Capitaine, and it just sounded right at that time. And actually, very few people actually called me Capitaine. It was very sad. So even you saying it now, I'm like, thank you very much for the memory and for the respect that I needed.
That's so funny. Did not your shirt say it on it?
Yeah, I had to talk to our youth pastor at that time to actually put a little hat on top of the I, which apparently was not as easy as I thought it was going to be for him.
No, I'm sure, because I'm sure whoever's printing the shirts, they've got a set alphabet.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so now I've got a very unique shirt somewhere. And so, yeah.
It's so funny because I'm thinking about an organization like a youth group that doesn't have a massive spending budget for frivolous things. And the added cost that must have been associated with that shirt.
Just a little bit, though. Just a teeny bit.
Yeah. Probably an extra $5 or something to pull that off. But that's so funny.
But we didn't, for what we didn't make up for in budget, I don't know if we ever did. I sure tried to make up for it in enthusiasm. So, maybe the name was warranted. I don't know.
So I just realized I left out one very important acolyte.
Oh, no.
It was you and a gentleman named Matt Pearson that introduced me to, on CD, sitting in a small little cinder block room on possibly the world's worst CD player. Introduced me to and created a lifelong love of Johnny Cash.
Yes, sir.
So that probably, I should have led with that, because that is I don't know. That's big.
Like, how can you forget a legend like Johnny? Like, come on. I'm just saying, man. But like that's what we're here for. We're here as dudes supporting one another, and like, you know, we were supposed to make sure you guys were taught right. So
if we didn't throw to build Johnny into me as a human,
right,
and how can you do that without the man in black?
Without the man in black, I just may as well have gone. Sorry guys, I'm just quitting. Adios. Have a wonderful day.
Exactly. All right. So as mentioned, this is our news show. This is the show that's normally a weekly news show. But Carl's been out of town, and so we've been slacking a little. So this is not the news from the last week. This is the news from like the last 2.5 weeks. And we've kind of condensed it down, thrown out some of the news topics that are maybe, you know, whatever. You've probably heard about it anyways. You formed your own opinions. Nobody really cares. And sort of condensed it down to a nice, sweet list of hopefully honey. And we're just gonna do business as normal. Mike, are you ready?
I think so. I'm wearing the brown pants, if that counts for anything.
That is a reference that not everyone is going to get, but is certainly going to be relevant very shortly.
Just saying.
Very shortly. Okay, so kicking things off. For those who don't know, we've talked about it a little bit on this show, but if you haven't heard about it, I'll bring you up to speed. It is the era of Hollywood strikes right now. Obviously, things started out with the WGA, the Writers Guild of America, threatened to strike had they not, had sort of some of their terms met. And in fact, those terms were not met, and they went on strike. And this affected several things. It basically meant that nobody could write. If you were a member of the Writers Guild of America, which most Hollywood writers are, you no longer could write anything. And this included several things and impacted several things. For example, people like James Gunn. Now, James Gunn is a director. He's a producer. He's now the head of the DC studios. But he is also a writer. And what the WGA strike meant was that because he is a member of the WGA, he was not allowed to put, at least for the duration of this strike, he's not allowed to put any pen to paper for the new Superman movie.
Cheapers.
Anything he's got written up until this point, okay, we can work with that. We could film it. We can, whatever. But I'm not allowed to write, rewrite, or do anything of the likes on this new Superman film. Another example, something that, because for those who don't know, gosh, I'm trying to remember now. Would it have been 2007? 2008? Was the last time there was a big writer's strike. And so that is why, if you go through a streaming service of an older show, a sitcom, or whatever, you'll likely see 24 episodes, 24 episodes, 24 episodes, 24 episodes, and then one season maybe has like 15 or 17 episodes. And that was because there was a big writer's strike. Right. And there was no new television, and there was no new anything. So these shows that are getting weekly rewrites and writes and new scripts coming out and blah, 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 they're all at a standstill.
Wow.
Especially a show like a soap opera, right? You've got your Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, where you're every single weekday, you're putting out a new hour-long episode. None of those scripts can be written.
How are we supposed to know what happened to Derek? I'm telling you. What happened to Derek?
Right?
How are we supposed to
sleeping with now?
Right? It better not be Patrice. It can't be Patrice. No.
The other thing that it affected was, it's interesting. It also affects ad-libbing. And so the example that we gave when this first hit was for Deadpool 3. In that, while shooting Deadpool 3, they are allowed to film and shoot what is on the page. Mm-hmm. What it meant was that someone like Ryan Reynolds had to stick to script.
Oh, man.
Could not ad-lib at all.
Cheapers.
Now, that's still ongoing. And this kind of happens every single time there's a new sort of landscape create. Every time the industry drastically changes, things need to be renegotiated, and often those negotiations lead to a strike. And so in this instance, it's the fact that we're now nipples deep in this land of streaming. And with streaming, things come into question like, well, what happens with residuals? How are writers and actors and so on and so forth getting paid from residuals? Because back in the day, when we're dealing strictly with network television, every time your show ran in a rerun, you would get a kickback.
Right.
Now, that kickback became less and less as time went on, but you would still get a kickback. Very interestingly, and this is now something that we're going to talk about in a topic coming up here, but the actors are now all also on strike.
Yeah.
Which means not only can we not write anything, before when it was just the writer's strike, hey, we can't write anything, but hey, you know what? Your script's already written. Sweet. Go shoot it. Now, it does not matter. You cannot shoot because you don't have any actors. None of the actors can work as long as this strike is going on. Now, all of this can be very complicated to try to understand and make sense of, well, what are the terms of the contracts and how does Hollywood work and how do residuals work and what is fair and what isn't fair. And it's a whole deep world of legal lingo and mumbo jumbo that even I am not super well versed in. But something came out recently that has shed a little bit of light on just how bad things are for the writers in terms of streaming services and streaming series, specifically series that were designed specifically to go to streaming. So Netflix exclusives, Amazon Prime exclusives, so on and so forth. And that came in the way of a statement from Molly Nussbaum. Now, Molly Nussbaum is a producer and writer who's existed in Hollywood for some time now and has worked on many different projects, but is most notable as being one of the main writers behind the super successful Netflix series, The Umbrella Academy.
So good, FYI. So good.
So good. So good. Right? And massively popular. Has done great things for Netflix. Yeah. Many people have signed up for specifically to watch that, right? Especially the people who sign up to streaming services intermittently, right? Will sign up to Netflix for 2 months so they can watch this new show, and then they cancel their subscription until something new comes out that they're interested in. So she was out striking. She was on the picket line, doing her duty as a participant in the strike.
Fighting the big names. Come on.
Fighting the big names. And what came out was that not only a writer and an executive producer of a show like Umbrella Academy, but also a Lyft driver.
Oh.
That seems you must really love Lyft.
Like forklift kind of driving? Or like, what is this?
No, so Lyft being kind of like Uber or something like that. Like an American text for a ride and the ride's going to come for you.
Okay. Because, forklift, that might be interesting on the side hustle.
Might be a little more interesting,
I gotta write my script while I'm driving here and watch over this package.
So to quote... exactly. So without residuals, to quote Molly Nussbaum, the money that you make on a job is now has to last you 6, 10, 12, 14 months. And when you don't have residuals coming in to help you get through that, I mean... I was an executive producer in April on a hit show for a streaming platform, and I was driving for Lyft in December. That doesn't make any sense. It's not good. Those are from the mouth. Those words are from the mouth of Molly Nussbaum.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. She goes on to say, I believe that what we're asking for is fair. We want our fair share in the wealth that we create for these billion-dollar companies. I care a lot about residuals and making sure that streaming residuals reflect the wealth we are generating. And so, take that into perspective for a second. The next time you're sitting down watching an episode of Umbrella Academy, one of the people who is responsible for writing the words that are coming out of these actors' mouths is also driving people around town simply in order to make ends meet, in order to be able to afford rent.
Dang. That's nuts.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I get you can do a double job. Like, we sometimes have that side hustle that we need to do to, like, help us carry a little bit. But, like, when you are doing so well, like Umbrella Academy, and you're still the dude that's like, oh, hey, like, can you make sure you leave a tip or something like that? Like, doing the customer service route while you are writing the next big awesome script that's going to blow every nerd's brainstem out of their heads. Yeah, that's an odd concept for sure.
Right. And that's just it, right? People are going to listen to this and they're going to say, well, big whoop, I've had to have 2 jobs. I've had to, do whatever. Times are the times and the economy is bad and you do what you do to get by. Sure. Absolutely. But not when you're the executive producer of a hit show. Like, we're talking apples and oranges here.
Oh, yeah. You're almost talking like LeBron James being out on the court one night, with the Lakers, and then the next day he's got a hot dog stand somewhere, like
he's showing up at your door and he's wearing a Domino shirt. Like,
pizza from LeBron here, anybody?
Yeah.
It's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, and he's after you pay him for the pizza and you give him a $10 tip, you hear him on his phone as he's walking back to his car saying, sorry, kids, we might have to skip Christmas this year. Like, it does not make any sense.
Yeah, that hurts. That would be nuts. Oh, my word.
Yeah. It's crazy. And the actors thing is, it's the actors aren't hurting near as bad.
No.
As the writers. Right? Because these actors are still getting paid much, much more money initially per job than the writers are getting paid. But still, when those residuals don't continue to come in, then there's an issue.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? And when all of a sudden, if The Rock does Jumanji 17 or whatever it is...
Yep, 100%.
Which, by the way, doesn't exist because there's only one Jumanji movie, but...
just wait, they'll figure it out.
And all of a sudden, everyone's walking around the next day with T-shirts with The Rock's face on it in a safari shirt.
Yep.
The man needs to see some money from that.
That's right, absolutely.
It's his likeness. And whether or not he's hurting for the cash or not, right? Because you can get into all these semantics about like, well, he's not hurting, and is it really a big deal because he's The Rock and he's got tens of millions of... Ultimately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. The man's dude what he's dude. His work needs to be paid in for what he's done.
Absolutely.
Well, that makes sense for, like, you get that with the actors, right? They're the front people, right? So if they really don't present well, even what the writers throw down... everyone feels that pain. They kind of have to carry it. So, of course, in some ways, it makes sense that they retain more. But again, if the script sucked, was it right? And that's the thing, right? Like, the script will carry it, too. You have to have some films that have, really good writing. And you may have, like, some of the most new and coming actors. And you see this every once in a while, where, like, these new and coming actors are given a beauty script. Yep. And when they get it, oh man, does it land different? The words are inspiring, they're challenging. Like, look at Rocky Balboa, for crying out loud. The dude was a struggling actor and literally pennies to his name writes out Rocky. And it's the most freaking awesome, awe-inspiring story. And that's what escalates him to where he's at now.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Yeah, throw it down.
Because it's something that actually my girlfriend Brianne and I have been talking about for the last couple of days. In terms of like, you can have the same source material and similar words and similar writing, but an actor and the charisma and the performance that they bring can have these massive ripple effects, right? So recently, Brianne and I have sat down. We just finished watching the third one last night, and once I say this, a lot of people are going to go, "Holy shit! I didn't know there was 3 of them. I didn't even know there was 3." But like a week and a half ago, we sat down. We watched the 1985 Megan Follows Anne of Green Gables, like the one that everybody. Yes, there's the Anne with an E Netflix show, and there's the Anne of Green Gables that was done a couple of years ago, where Martin Sheen played Matthew, and there's been a dozen iterations of this, but the 1985 Megan Follows one, like if you go to Prince Edward Island to see the Anne of Green Gables house, this is the house that you're seeing. This is the one that is believed to be just the quintessential one. It is the best. And it was. It's like a 3.5 hour movie, and sometimes not a lot's going on in the film, but we were never not captivated. And I was happy crying and sad crying, and like it was completely enchanting, this movie.
That's awesome, man. And
after watching it, we watched the sequel. Yes, there's a sequel. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, man.
It has 2 names. It's either Anne of Green Gables, the sequel, or Anne of Avonlea.
Oh. Double title.
And that came out in 87.
Yeah.
And it's not as good, but it's still like an 8 out of 10. Like
it's trying to pull what a sequel does, right? Like, you know.
Yes, and it's still like it's still adapted, because there's actually like 12 Anne of Green Gables books.
Yes, that's right.
So it followed. It took kind of 2 or 3 of the sequel books and pulled from them to create its script. Last night we watched the third one that came out in the year 2000, quite a few years later, 13 years later after the sequel, and it's called Anne of Green Gables: The Continuing Story, and it is a completely original story that they made for it.
Oh, cool.
It's not a bad movie, but it's easily the worst of the 3. Like it's but this was a whole, like, this telling of Anne of Green Gables was a whole thing, because then you had the TV show Road to Avonlea. And then you had the animated Anne of Green Gables show on Family Channel or Disney Channel, wherever. And that
so good.
That was, although it was all different actors and it was all different whatever, that was supposed to be inspired by, set off of, the characters were designed to look the same as their live action 1985 counterparts. It was the same production company that made that one. And so all of that to say, so we've loved this. And for the last week and a half, we've been completely Anne of Green Gables nutty in our house.
As you should.
As we should.
Anne of Green Gables is amazing.
And since then, and I have not watched the Netflix Anne with an E yet. And I have not seen, I've not seen, like, I used to watch the animated show, but I've not seen any other iteration, any of the more modern iterations of Anne of Green Gables. But since watching the original 85 one, which is not the original film, there's one from like the 40s, calm down. But the 1980s one.
Yeah.
We sat down, we watched some on YouTube, we watched the trailers and we watched some clips of these other iterations. And they're almost line for line in some cases, the same scenes, right? Anne breaking her chalkboard slate over the head of Gilbert Blythe, and like all of these things. And it's because they're all following the same source material, and some of them are like word for word the same.
Dang.
And we watched it, as we're sitting there watching these trailers, we're just like, how uninspired compared to what we just saw.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show, same source material, same words, same scene, but the right actors in the right setting, and it can make all the difference. And those actors are owed their residuals. They're owed
Absolutely
the money from what they've done. So, anyways, moving on. Now,
moving from Anne of Green Gables.
yes, to a very similar Queens, Manhattan-based storyline.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man, the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
Oh boy.
Is now Carl and I debate this a lot. Now, so there was a time, like right now, comic book films, superhero films, it's the biggest franchise. It's the largest film genre in the world.
Absolutely.
And what a flippin' time to be alive.
Heck yes.
It's just bizarre. It is bizarre. It's. I feel like I'm going to wake up from this dream at any moment.
It's a great day to be a nerd. I'm just saying that, man.
Right.
Great day.
But it wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of cinema.
No.
That it was pretty niche and that comic book superhero films were almost considered guilty pleasure films. Right? That it was kind of like, I'm really into such and such, but I don't really tell everyone because, it's kind of a thing.
Dirty little secret mode.
And like, there's been some exceptions to that. 89 Batman, for sure, sort of transcended that
so good.
era. 92 Batman Returns, which is still my favorite Batman film. And those who know me personally wouldn't be surprised by that because it's the most like, this is a Tim Burton Batman. Like it is. Whoa.
100%. So good.
And all the controversy with McDonald's getting pissed off because of how dark it was. And they're like, but we made these Happy Meal toys. And that was kind of a rare exception, but there was a long period of time where then following that, love or hate Batman Forever, it was not it's not a good look for the genre overall.
I will say, Val Kilmer, not so much. Jim Carrey, heck yes. Nicole Kidman, oh my word, yes.
Yes.
Tommy Lee,
you could tell he just didn't want to be there.
He really didn't. And
didn't want to be there.
Did you hear the backstory on that one?
I did. He hated Jim Carrey.
He hated him. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Man.
And again, love, feel nostalgia for, or throw up in your mouth when you see Batman and Robin. Not a good look for the genre. Not only did it kill the IP of Batman for a while, but it actually killed, or had the potential to completely kill, the superhero genre in film.
Yeah.
Because it was just a campy as toy commercial. An hour and a half long toy commercial. It was bad.
Yeah.
So, now, I have attested for a long time, I've maintained for a long time that the first real remedy to this, the film that made people go, oh, hang on a second. The film that we owe the current state of comic book films to. Actually, comic book films are kind of a hot mess right now.
Yes.
What we owe the state of comic book films 5 years ago.
That's right. In their glory days, man.
The Infinity Saga. What we owe the Infinity Saga to, I maintain, is largely Singer's 2000 X-Men. That was that, and then Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man film. Those two kind of, because it sure wasn't the Fantastic Four film.
No, we don't.
Right?
We don't talk
I have
about
nostalgia for it. It's still fun for me to throw on and watch it, but I get it. It's bad. I get it. Right? But, and he disagrees with me. He thinks, and I can see how it's a good film. Here's the thing. So he thinks,
I'm so ready. I'm like sitting on the edge here.
Well, he thinks that it's Blade, that it's Wesley Snipes' Blade. And my issue with this, and what I'll say, is Blade is a great film. Mm-hmm. However, compared to the widespread general movie-going audience success of X-Men and Spider-Man, Blade is a very niche film. Like, Blade kind of showed, yes, it could be done well, but Blade didn't put comic book films on anybody's radar.
No, and it didn't have the feel of a comic book movie as per se. Like, when I remember seeing Blade when I was...
It's a 90s action film.
Right, you know, like, you watch it, and it was definitely more, like, horror film.
Well, I mean, there's that one scene.
That one scene, but, like, it was definitely more of a horror film kind of vibe. Like, you were supposed to be like, holy crap, like, these things are everywhere.
It's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's like it's the R-rated version of Buffy.
Right. Oh yeah, 100%.
How it feels. So, anyways, all that aside, Spider-Man. This is the show of tangents, so don't sweat it. If you ever go on a tangent, it's okay.
It's because I'm here, guys. I'm sorry.
See, I go on tangents all the time, and Carl sometimes is like, we're going to cut these tangents down. And Pete, who is the actual, he's the co-founder of this podcast.
Oh, cool.
Him and I have been doing it since May of 2019.
Dang.
300 and some odd, like this is episode 320 something that you're on right now, right?
320 odd.
I know. Yeah, it's 100 shy of a stoner episode. I don't know. And so, anyways, and he also worries about tangents. But our listener feedback on tangents have been through the roof. They're like, more tangents. Like, just talk. Just talk.
This good combo. Come on.
So Spider-Man.
Yes,
right?
man.
Spider-Man, the 2000, and you know what? You go back and you watch the 2000 Spider-Man 1. I know it didn't come out in 2000s. Spider-Man 1. Tobey Maguire. I was
there, but you know.
Kirsten Dunst, Willem Dafoe.
Oh,
amazing.
So good. Oh.
Now, you go back and you watch it and you go, some of this didn't age well effects-wise.
Toby's ugly cry, I'm just going to say.
His ugly cry. I'm sorry. The fact that he's clearly 40 and still in high school, right? Like some of it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Spider-Man 2, Alfred Molina.
Oh, yeah.
May to this day, I'm going to get some naysayers, but may to this day not only be the greatest Spider-Man film that has been made, but may be one of the greatest comic book films ever.
I would agree.
Like top 5.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
it's
easily there.
Incredible.
Oh,
Spider-Man 3.
We don't talk about Harry. Let's just say that we don't talk about Harry.
Harry and emo Peter and
thin Venom. Like
Peter
what is
Parker
that?
meets Peter Parker meets Boogie Nights. Like I don't know what was going on, but it is what it is. Then we had The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
And this is also controversial. It's Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Electro was a little rough, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Why would you introduce Goblin and kill him off 5 minutes later? Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Or Rhino back segment.
Having said that, don't even. Yeah, how do you like Alexi now? Yeah, no. But
so good though. So good.
But what I will say, and again,
man.
I'm popular.
Yeah, throw it in. Come on.
Andrew Garfield is my Spider-Man.
Yes, thank you.
Like, he is my favorite, and I get it. His Peter Parker is a little too cool for school. I get it.
What? Okay.
Wait, no, it's just in that, like, a lot of people were like, skateboarding, kind of perfect hairdo, Peter Parker. Like, he wasn't dweeby enough, and blah, blah, blah. And I get that. I get the argument. I don't care. His Spider-Man, the sarcastic, quippy Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's right.
His on-screen relationship with Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy is my favorite on-screen comic book romance of all time.
Dude, you can feel it. Like, you can feel it. And even Emma felt it, right? Like, they maintained connection past Spider-Man.
They dated.
Yeah, they dated. It's just like, okay.
How can you not let a girl's neck snap at the bottom of a bell tower and then not go out with her?
Oh my goodness.
You owe her a date.
It's the least you could do
for
the guy. But I hear you 100% on that. And man, I've been on that camp for as long as Amazing Spider-Man. Because, like, okay, I hate to break it to you, and you guys, nerds out there.
Here we go.
You can punish me later, okay?
I have a prediction.
Yeah, you have a prediction. Right, so, like, when we saw Andrew Garfield come in, he didn't have any superpowers other than, like, the whole Spidey Sense vibe, kind of stuff like that. So comic book accurate vibe versus, like, Tobey Maguire. Not Tobey Mac. All of a sudden, Tobey Mac comes in, like, starts busting the rhymes, like, oh, man, that would be sick. Yo, Tobey Maguire, if you ever want to swap places with Tobey Mac, that's an idea. But, like, you may have to do some research first. I want to see it, though. But Tobey Maguire, right? Like, he was clunky, and, like, I appreciate the dude. He's trying to get that teenage vibe. I get it. It's 100%. He's putting that effort. But, like, things were just kind of gifted to him. And that's not really the vibe that you have with Andrew Garfield, at least.
No, Toby never even had to develop his own web.
Right.
It worked out for him.
Right? Like, it's that breakdown in the mind, the psychological thing that he had to work through. And it's like, okay, that was a thing in the comics. And I'm speaking as a comic book nerd, because whenever I watch this and, like...
Well, that's why you're here.
Oh, man. My wife has to put up with it every time we watch a comic book movie. So, like...
If I could have found a way to put some Archangel news in the show today, I would have been all over it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember what my wedding gift to you was?
Oh, flippity snicket!
I gave you I don't know what the scale would be, like 1/8 scale or whatever it was, but it's like a high end, not like a Hot Toys type thing. But I gave you a nice Daredevil.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
I got it. I think it's currently at my home right now. There it is. Okay. Mentally picturing it. It's there. It's
amongst all the other nerdy.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, it's scary. But like that has always been my thing. And not to go against our other new Toby, because, like, man, they've been throwing good stuff. All right. Like the new Spider-Man's been awesome. It's been great.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
Tom Holland. Yeah. Like he's good. But, like, he's just not fully there. Like, it's the quippiness that Garfield threw down, the intentionality, the legit struggle, and his hair was kind of nice, but it's like, dude, he's also lanky like Spider-Man. Like, he had the physique vibe on it. The only thing he needed to do is get the gymnastics like Tom Holland, and then, oh man, like, just let him go. Just let him do his thing, man. So
then they all reappeared in Spider-Man No Way Home. And and it was a lot of fun to see Toby show up. I cried when Andrew walked through the portal. And and specifically when he saves MJ, and he has this the symmetry between that and him not being able to save Gwen. Like
my wife looked at me at that same moment too. She's just like, "You gonna be okay?" I'm like, I need a moment, okay? Like,
my gosh. So anyways, not only did Spider-Man No Way Home see the return of all of our previous Spider-Mans, but it also saw the return of several villains from our different Spider-Man universes, and sort of cemented Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as part of the multiverse within the MCU.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the villains that returned was Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman.
Yep.
Sort of. I mean, we don't actually see his face until right at the end for about 3 seconds. And so it was a little bit of a rip.
The CGI, man. It still counts. It still counts.
Yeah, and I don't understand why it kind of messed with the canon a little bit, because I don't fully understand why he would have been stuck in sand monstrous state for the whole film,
right? But even things were resolved in Spider-Man 3, like that's the weird thing of it. He just all of a sudden shows up and is like, what?
Yeah, like, he's still got his powers at the end of Spider-Man 3, but he's a good guy. He's all sorted out. So anyways, Thomas Hayden Church is now saying that he has heard rumors of a potential new Spider-Man film being directed by Sam Raimi, starring Tobey Maguire. And he goes on to say, there's always been some kind of... I've heard rumors that Sam Raimi was going to do another Spider-Man with Tobey. And if that happens, I would probably campaign to maybe at least do a cameo. Now, do I think that this is true?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, there's been bullshit rumors going along around forever, and there always is for just about every project potential. And as you and I were talking before the show started, so much of this can be attributed to sites like WeGotThisCovered.com.
Yeah.
Trash. This might happen.
Who knows?
This is gonna happen. And I'm like, but that's not true. That's not true.
It's wishful thinking. It's nerds dreaming.
Bill on Reddit said that, and then you've taken that and you've run with it. So,
yeah. I'm just saying.
Do I think this is true? I mean, here's the thing.
I hear it in your voice. It's so bad. Okay, I'm good.
There's multiple different sides to this, right? Like Thomas Hayden Church saying, "I've heard it might happen, and if it does, I'd at least want to do a cameo."
Yeah.
Carl and I say this all the time. That translates into newsflash: water is wet. Actor wants a job. Right?
That's fair.
This is all the time. All the time. You so-and-so saying, I'd love to come back and do another blah, blah, blah.
That's fair.
Well, sure you would. It's $1 billion franchise.
That's
like,
right.
Of course, what do you...
Who doesn't want a piece of that pot? Let's be honest.
that's not a love for such and such a franchise. That's you'd rather buy Annie's mac and cheese instead of KD. Like, that's not...
But does anyone really want to buy Annie's mac and cheese? Like, let's be honest.
I tried it once. I tried it once, and I was like, my stance on mac and cheese.
Oh, boy.
I want people to buy me Annie's mac and cheese.
Oh, dang.
I do not want to buy Annie's mac and cheese because it's outrageously priced.
Absolutely.
But you can also get the Kraft mac and cheese with the like Velveeta like gooey pack in it. Which I've also tried, but I've never bought for myself because it's like a $5 box of mac and cheese.
That's fair.
Like, who in the high rolling Tesla driving, like,
That's fair.
Like, I look at mac and cheese now. A box of Kraft Dinner. We don't even buy Kraft Dinner. We buy like Great Value or whatever the hell it is because we look at it and we go $1.50. Good. Golly.
Yeah, man. That's why I go for the 12-packer. But like
my Atlanta.
I got little ones that are like, yo, I need me some KD. And it's like, whatever's on sale, that's probably the better option. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the white cheddar extra creamy Great Value. There you go. Happy Merry Christmas. So anyways, do I think this is true? I mean, listen, part of me wants to say no. Because because the state of things in the comic book universe, specifically Marvel, are already such a mess.
Yeah.
Such a mess. Now, whether that be the incoherency of the post-Endgame era, or it being that Kevin Feige and Marvel have now banked the future of the MCU on Jonathan Majors, who is facing assault charges and trials and may end up in prison. And so we don't even Kevin Feige's sitting there going, we don't know what we're going to do about Kang Dynasty. Right?
You're going to cry a lot. That's what you're going to do.
I mean, we made the boneheaded move in Quantumania to, you know what? We got like 10 million other Kangs, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Kang the Conqueror? Yeah, he was easy to kill. That was no big deal. No big deal. What? Such a trash film. Anyways, it may be the only film worse than Thor: The Dark World. It's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
But So part of me thinks, well, why would you do that? Why would you start up a Tobey Maguire franchise again when we have a Spider-Man? We have Tom Holland. And whether or not the ending of No Way Home was just sort of like an ambiguous ending that is meant to be like, and then he goes off and he becomes the Spider-Man that you all know and love. Or if that's setting up a fourth, we still don't really have a concrete, clear answer on that. Lots of conflicting reports. People saying one thing and then other people saying another.
I think the only thing that's like really drawing this in is trying to get to the classics, right? Like going back to the original recipe.
So there's that, right?
That's my thought.
And so that's the flip side of this, is that we also live in a world where not only did we just have both Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton on screen in the same film as Batman. And oh my goodness, I almost need to change my underwear talking about it again. Like, take or leave the quality of the film and people's comments on it and the state of the DC and what's happening. Is it a full reboot? Is it a soft reboot? Like, what the hell's happening? We don't know.
Yeah.
But Michael Keaton is Batman. You want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts.
Yes. So not only do we live in that era, we live in an era where we have at least two Batmans. We have Robert Pattinson's Batman, which screw you, he was amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know your stance. I know people.
I love you as a
like
human being.
People go, wow, the sparkly vampire is Batman. Screw you.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was a great film, in my opinion. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Colin Farrell was unrecognizably amazing as Penguin.
Oh my gosh. Seeing the makeup. Frick.
But we also have, he's in theaters or in our lexicon at the same time that Ben Affleck is. Michael Keaton just was. And whoever is going to be the Batman in James Gunn's Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. With Jason Ackles, oh my gosh.
Oh, right?
Oh.
So that's a potential. The next thought is, but we also have, at the same time, we have things like Miller's Joker happening. So we do live in an era where we're okay, and the audience, the general audience, and this will sound like I'm being facetious, but it is a general concern.
Yeah.
It appears that the general audience is intelligent enough to decipher and be able to make sense of, well, this is a Batman from a different, like, this isn't connected. Because we've kind of worked ourselves into a corner with film nowadays where if it's not connected, then well, what the hell is it?
That's right.
Everything's just a shared universe now.
That's right.
Which has its pros, it has its cons. But we also live in an era where, like we just got Ghostbusters Afterlife. Like we just got 3 of the original 4 Ghostbusters on screen.
Yeah, man. Oh.
Right? They're in the middle of, now they've been delayed because of the actors' strike, but we've seen set photos of Winona Ryder as Lydia Dietz on the set of Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, man. The nostalgia, right? I'm telling you. Like, it's just everywhere now.
That is the era that we're living in. And the end of Spider-Man No Way Home sees Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman go back to his own universe. And so does Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. Right. Wounded as hell. But
heck yes.
Let's assume he pulls through. So is it possible? I have my doubts. But if it were possible, I don't think it's ever been more possible than it is right now. Mike, you hear this. You hear that Thomas Hayden Church is saying, I hear it's happening and I want to do it. What are your thoughts?
I would watch it for Toby. I wouldn't watch it for Thomas. That sounds horrible right out the gate. But that's only because I want to see Old Man Parker. I want to see, again, comic book nerd speaking on this one. there's some rich stuff. Like if they did an Earth X version of Spider-Man with Peter Parker as this, old, beaten, worn Spider-Man who's like got obviously kids with MJ, and one of them gets this like spider capability. Dude, I would watch the crap out of that.
With MJ, it sounds like in Spider-Man No Way Home, it sounds like, they figured out how to make things work, but it's still not paradise.
Oh, no.
With Pete and MJ.
No, and you get that vibe too in the comics as well. Like, to be honest, I've always been a fan for the Gwen Stacy because even Stan Lee said that's who it's originally supposed to be with. Hate to break some hearts out there if you're an MJ fan. But like, really, MJ is able to kind of stay true. There's different story arcs that really show that. I think they could really pull some strings on that capacity.
Oh, for sure.
I really desperately just want Andrew Garfield to hurry up and get a third Spider-Man. Because that dude got done rough. That's all I'm going to say.
There was rumors for the longest time, and I think those rumors have, they have not been disproven yet officially. No. But there have been rumors for the longest time that the Venomverse, right? So Venom, Morbius, and which we don't talk about on this podcast, and the new Aaron Taylor Johnson Craven.
Yeah, man.
That those all take place in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Verse.
Yeah, man.
And that you could have that be... Because Venom's he's appeared in a post-credit scene. That little bit of the symbiote was left inside of R616 or whatever it is.
616 Earth, yeah, man.
Right? So, they've acknowledged that is a part of the multiverse. We just don't know which. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know.
No, I want it. I desperately want it. And the way at least Amazing Spider-Man does it, they've got a bit of edge to it that like you're just like, oh man, this can be dark enough.
Now, I'm a big Gwen Stacy fan too, but you have to admit, a redhead saying, "Go get him, Tiger."
Yes.
Right? It does
I don't get what's with Marvel and redheads, because like it's always redhead girls that seem to drive the dudes wild. Oh, Pepper Potts, Jean Grey.
Yep.
Because like, come on, she was cool.
Yep. She's cool.
Oh, there's a few others out there, but like it's just like, what's the deal with the redheads, guys? Like, come on.
All right, moving on, but sticking with Spider-Man. No, it's okay. This is fantastic. It's never taken us an hour to get through two topics, but there's also we may be going for our record here.
We're trying our best here.
We may be going for the record. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, dude.
Was a film that did way better and was way better than it had any right being.
Oh.
Right? I put it in the same category as the Sonic the Hedgehog film.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, well, in the sense that, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, you look at Sonic the Hedgehog and you're like, okay, well, we've already done the Smurfs thing, the live-action animated crossover. We've done the Chipmunks thing. We all know how those turned out. They're like, okay.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Sonic the Hedgehog was an amazing movie.
Ooh.
Right? And so like, I put it in that category of, like, it's better than you would think it might be. The other film that's in that category is the new Chipmunks Rescue Rangers film.
Oh, Rescue Rangers, so good.
That film was great.
That was awesome.
Better than it had any right being.
Yes,
and
man.
So, Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. And managed to do what only an animated film could do. Because I maintain that as much as the diehard comic book nerdy guys like you and me are like, we really need a live action Miles Morales. You know what? It wouldn't, unless Miles Morales showed up in a Tom Holland film, then there could be something to be said about that.
Oh, fair point. Okay, I could see that. All right.
But if you're looking in terms of dollars and cents, if we're working in terms of what is the average non-comic book crazy movie fan going to go and spend money to go see a non-Peter Parker, Spider-Man, would not sell the tickets.
No,
that a lot of the comic book fans tend to think it would.
No,
the comic book fans would go see it.
Yeah, 100%.
But everyone else who's like, well, we don't understand. It's Peter Parker. It's Spider-Man, but it's not Peter Parker. It's the same reason why I just don't see anybody at a studio with a real understanding for business. I can't see a live action Batman Beyond film anytime soon.
No, it'd have to build up reputation. I get it.
Because people are like, who is Batman? Everybody's going to say it's Bruce Wayne.
That's right.
Right? So, but the Spider-Man verse films were amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And we were supposed to get Spider-Verse 3.
Yeah.
Very shortly.
Yeah. Like within a year. Like
March.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have it in March.
Nuts. Not
anymore. Not anymore. It has not only been delayed, but it has been delayed indefinitely. Now, they're adamant that it's still going to come. That we still may see this film. And I mean, with the success that the first two have had, I don't see them not doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
But with all the strikes that are going on right now, like everyone's hands are tied. And there's just no way to meet a March 2024 release date.
No.
So it's tough. It's sad. The Spider-Verse seems to just be growing and taking off and exploding right now. Like I said, we've got the Craven film coming. Yeah. We've got Dakota Johnson's Madam Web that's coming out on Amazon.
I think that's Amazon. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, like, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Venom 3 is shooting. We've seen set photos and stuff from that.
Yeah, man.
So, but it looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Spider-Verse 3. Mike, you hear this. How heartbroken are you that Spider-Verse 3 is a little further away than we originally thought it might be?
Like, to be honest, the thing that bothered me after Into the Spider-Verse, and this is a similar situation, right? Like where we had an announcement that Across the Universe was going to be soon. I think they had it though delayed to, I think it was like a year and a half or something after. But then of course, the vid hit all of us and like things just went wonkadoodle. It's cool. But then, the whole fight scene that went into that movie took 4 years. So like, do I think it was worth it? Heck, yes, I do. But like, I'm willing to wait for it because they really drew on story really well. I really appreciate how Spider-Verse has brought out good story behind Miles Morales. Like before reading this kind of comic series, Miles Morales was just like Spider-Man 2.0, and that kind of frustrated me because it was like, all right, we already have so many different Spider-Man, Ben Reilly, Man Spider, all these kind of different things, which of course you get to see in Across the Spider-Verse. But they were really drawing in some good story, like with Prowler, like you were feeling for Miles, man. And especially the cliffhanger that they threw down. Oh man, like I want to see resolution to that. I want to see how they're going to turn that about, because like many nerds like us just dive into the details of like even color shading. What does it look like? What's the original concept of who he was supposed to be, and the development of that. There's so much potential, and even like we took our kids to see it in the theaters, and by the way, they went absolutely bonkers watching this going, here I'm the one who was cheering for Miles Morales because Spider-Man 2099 is my dude, even though he was like El Douche in that movie, so to speak. But, oh no, like, yeah, it frustrates me, but it also gives me a little hope for a bigger lead up, especially for this to be the crescendo of the Spider-Verse style animation. Like, it just gives me like, dude, I'm amped. I'm ready for it. I just hope they end well.
Yeah. Oh, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, oh, that's
all
my
right.
thoughts,
Moving on. Star Wars.
Oh,
Another franchise that I gotta be honest is a bit of a mess.
no. Oh yeah. 100%.
Is a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Now, I have issues with The Last Skywalker.
I sure hope you do.
But I don't hate it the way that everybody else seems to hate it. And I think that I'm biased and a little bit blind to how good or bad it was, simply because Emperor Palpatine has always been my favorite character. Darth Sidious is my favorite character, so as soon as I was like, we're bringing him back, he knew how to cheat death, like, yes, okay, that all makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's do it, right?
Absolutely.
And so I was okay with it. I have issues with The Last Jedi. I don't think that The Last Jedi is as bad as everyone says it is. But I do have issues with it.
I gotta ask, because this has been a little bit of my area.
So Carl and I have an episode planned at some point, and we don't have all the logistics figured out.
Oh boy.
Where we are going to have a debate, because my stance, and I've got pages upon pages and paragraphs upon paragraphs ready to go to defend the fact that Luke's story arc in the sequel trilogy is actually 100% consistent and valid to who Luke Skywalker's character was and is.
Ooh.
So the thing that a lot of people are like, well, that's not Luke Skywalker. And I go, well, actually it is, and you're wrong. And
how do you feel about Mark Hamill disagreeing with you on that one?
How I feel about that is, so we have a saying on this podcast, which is the actor, this is the hierarchy.
Yeah, man.
Actors serve a character.
Okay.
Characters do not serve the actor. Characters serve a story. Story never serves the character or the actor. And so the hierarchy is actors serve a character, characters serve a story. And that is it. A character does not matter if you're the only person who's ever played that character and it's everyone knows that you blah, blah, blah. Mark Hamill has zero ownership over Luke Skywalker. Zero. Because at the end of the day, it does not matter how well you've played a character or if you're the only one that's ever played them. You, at the end of the day, as an actor, are a hired hand. You have been brought in to do a job. And hopefully you do it well. And you do it better than anyone else has ever done it or ever could do it. And you convey all kinds of emotions and nuance and whatever else. But at the end of the day, you are an actor.
I've got mixed emotions on that. I really do.
and that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
And that's fine. Right? But it's all the time where, you'll see like, we're going to, because the flip side of that is people will go, well, we're going to get Dwayne Johnson to play so-and-so because Dwayne Johnson's a big name.
B.A.
And
Mother
it's like,
Trucker.
right, but Dwayne Johnson's not the right person to play that. Right? And in that case, you have the character serving the actor. You have a film serving the actor. You're having your character do things and say things because of who's playing them. And that's not right. You should have your actor do things and say things because of who that character is.
So I'm going to push back simply because an example is Nick Fury. Nick Fury, the modern MCU was designed around, like, the comic character was from Ultimate Marvel Universe, which no longer exists, which sucks comic book wise because it was an interesting backdrop. But that Nick Fury was actually designed for Samuel Jackson and was designed after Samuel Jackson.
The times that they cut him off right before he says mother effer and all of those things. Absolutely. Right. But at no point do they ever sacrifice character.
Right. And so this is where then I contend that Luke Skywalker, yes, at the time when he was written by George Lucas, had a vision, and he brought in Mark Hamill, who was kind of this unknown actor and really got his start thanks to Star Wars and has had amazing opportunities in so many different things that make all of us nerds salivate in so many different ways. But he really is kind of still the embodiment, really, in what I see. Sure. In how he demonstrates his character, even to the point, like, when he goes to these hospitals and is acting like he's Luke Skywalker dressed in full garb to be there, he is putting on said character. And I fully agree that the character has to reflect toward a story that what you're doing. But the character in its own world, just like how me and you have our own stories that we are connecting, but there's an even bigger story that somehow interplays ours. If we were to be thrown into that circumstance, there's a certain way they're going to respond because of all the story that they've been going through. And that's where I feel Mark Hamill really demonstrated that and gives some clarity on, like, he had to actually think that he wasn't Luke. He actually had to refer himself as, like, almost like Jerry Skywalker to be in the role that he was in for The Last Jedi. And to hear that from the guy who was so intimately working through processing, asking George all these questions to get into the head and the mindset, is like, maybe we should have gone to, like, the source dude and ask a little bit more questions on that. Like, to me, still the brushing on his shoulder when he comes out and, like, does the whole, hey, Ben, it's me kind of like vibe. I'm just like, oh, dude, that's not Luke. What is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion, though.
What's also tricky, though, is that there's, with the character like Luke, and I've got, like, many more arguments than this, but the base thing to remember is everyone is basing their opinion of Luke Skywalker off of two things. Mm-hmm. Going into the sequel franchise, they're basing it off of two things. Off of one, years and years and years and years of novels that, like it or hate it, have been declared non-canon.
Yep, sadly.
So that is instantly, doesn't matter how much you love those novels.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Instantly, that is not a valid resource.
Yeah.
For determining who he is. Secondly, they're basing it off of, well, who was he at the end of Return of the Jedi? Because that is the only valid resource. Mm-hmm. Who was he at the end of Return of the Jedi? Right. And you go, well, this is who he was 30 years ago.
Yep, that's fair.
Very different guy. Mm-hmm. The guy that you were 30 years. Okay, you were.
I was a little psyched watching the original.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
It was awesome.
30 years from now, you'll be a much different individual.
Oh, 100%. I totally get that. Evolution of a character occurs. Yeah.
Anyways, one of the things that we got from the sequel series was the return of many of the greats. Right? We got our Mark Hamill. Yep. We got our Harrison Ford. Yep. We got our Carrie Fisher. We got our Anthony Daniels.
Peter Mayhew, man.
Peter Mayhew in bits. Even if only in sort of a consulting sort of manner, because he was like, his knees were messed up and he couldn't do the suit anymore.
Fair enough, yeah.
But he was still there.
He was a giant. What can you expect?
A giant. Exactly, right? It takes a toll.
Just saying.
We got Ian McDiarmid. We got the voices of people like Samuel L. Jackson and Ewan McGregor and why am I? Oh no!
Oh no! He's blanking.
I'm hating myself right now. Who's Yoda?
Who's Frank Oz?
Frank Oz. Yes.
There we go.
Because I'm like, first I was like Star Wars, then I'm trying to figure out. Then I'm like switching my brains to like his Muppets work, and I'm like, who's Fozzie? Who's Grover? It's yes. Huh? Okay. Frank Oz. We got all of those. And then right in the end, in the final installment, we got Billy D. Williams.
Billy D.
Now, I'm going to say something unpopular I've said many times before. Yeah, I could take or leave Lando as a character.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
You know, I was a kid when I fell in love with Star Wars, and as a kid, Lando's not the most interesting character.
Right. He just kind of pops in.
He just kind of pops in. So it was nice to see him there, but I'm not a big Lando, whatever. I thought Donald Glover did a great job in the Solo film. An amazing film that nobody asked for and we didn't need and shouldn't have been made. But everybody in that film was fantastic. Even the kid playing Solo did a great job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're supposed to be getting a Lando series.
Oh, no.
With Donald Glover. And they've been talking about it for a long time. We're supposed to get this Lando series. And then it was delayed. And then it wasn't coming. And then it was coming. And it was still going to be a thing. And then we just recently found out that it is coming. And Donald Glover is actually going to be doing some of the writing for this Lando series once things clear up with strikes and whatever else.
Yeah, man.
But in a recent post, Billy D. Williams said something kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Something very interesting.
Ooh.
Billy D. Williams said, I am thrilled. He posted this on Instagram. He says, I am thrilled to share that something truly magnificent is coming. This is a dream come true for me. On all that is sustained and carried through me, a lifetime of dreams and adventure, it is my honor to share with you. Make sure to enable notifications for stories and posts to stay in the loop. You don't want to miss this. ... May the force be with you all.
That's not cryptic at all.
Look. As movie fans, we are all guilty of going down the rabbit trail. We're all guilty of taking one little bit of information and speculating and extrapolating and what does this mean? And oh my goodness, and well, what about this? And oh my gosh, I bet it means that. And we're all guilty of it.
Absolutely. 100%.
To the umpteenth degree.
Yes.
But I mean, the man ended the message by saying, may the force be with you all.
I don't know.
So, I mean,
I don't know. Maybe he was at a Comic-Con. He just got stuck in his head. I just
maybe, maybe it's just a cool thing to say. But it sounds like he's potentially hinting that he may be returning to Star Wars. Now, we recently found out that we are getting, Star Wars ends with Billy D. Williams' character. Lando Calrissian is still alive at the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We recently got news that we are getting one of the upcoming Star Wars films that we're getting, maybe supposedly, if this is one of the films that has been announced under the regime of Kathleen Kennedy that is actually going to come to fruition, that we are getting a film starring Daisy Ridley as Rey. We're getting another Rey film.
That's right. That's
set
right.
10 years after Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
so it is
she's
possible.
getting the Academy going up and all that.
Yeah, so it's possible that Billy D. Williams could pop up there, for sure. But it is also possible that with this Lando series looming, it's his character. It's a character that he's played.
I'm not gonna lie. I just see Billy D. just hanging out at a cantina and just be like, all right, ladies, let's boogie on over here, okay? Just being all suave and kind of I'll just chill. I don't know.
It could even be one of those scenarios where the whole Lando series is Billy D. Williams sitting in a cantina saying, all right, ladies, let me tell you about the time.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. And then the whole series is flashbacks of Donald Glover playing young Lando.
So essentially How I Met Your Mother, but with Star Wars.
And don't get me wrong, this is a series I have.
Funny.
This is a series I don't even care about this series. I really don't. The Lando series, there's no questions I have about Lando that haven't already been answered.
Right.
I don't need to know more about him.
Yeah, we already know about the parsec. So it's like,
Lando
okay.
is the second, and this is hot to trot topic here, but I've said it before on this podcast, I'll say it again. Yeah. Lando is the second most overrated character in all of Star Wars.
100%. Who's the first?
Second most. First? You want to know who's first?
I'm ready for it.
A character that people think is way cooler than he actually should be, and I'm removing all recent appearances of this character in the Star Wars universe. Even before, go back 10 years and this statement would still be the same.
Okay.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett is the number one most overrated character in all of Star Wars. I don't get it. I do not get the Boba Fett hype.
That's fair.
I just don't care. He dies a loser's death for being one of the most fierce bounty hunters. That guy gets thrown into the pit. He doesn't even the Sarlacc just kicks his ass. Or so we thought for 35 years, 40 years.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even removing that garbage Boba Fett series.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
And taking the taste of, I loved Mando Season 1. Mando Season 2 wasn't as good as Season 1, but it was still pretty great.
Yeah.
Even taking the vomitrocious taste of Mando Season 3 out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's so overrated.
Yeah.
So overrated.
Now, if they did a Django thing, that would be kind of cool. Because, at least you have some, pre-set up, what made him so ruthless that they're like, sure, we'll make a clone out of him, kind of stuff like that.
Yes, and we could see him being contracted to be the donor for the clones and see all that. Listen, love or hate the prequels. Love or hate the prequels.
Yeah,
the prequel era is super fascinating.
Heck
and
yes.
I am anything Order 66, anything Palpatine's plan and this well-orchestrated takeover and transition. Give me anything.
Man. Oh, yeah.
I've been saying for a very long time, what I want, I don't care if it's a film or a series or whatever, I need a Darth Plagueis series. I need to see young Palpatine take over and kill his master and
yeah, man.
I
want, now you got my juices going, because I desperately want a Dark Lords series, and you see the buildup of the Sith Empire from square one to major. Yeah, you'd get Revan, you get Malak, you get Bane, for crying out loud, Darth Bane.
Because we're getting the Star Wars Acolyte show that's coming with Carrie-Anne Moss in it. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, man.
But we're also getting the Origins of the Force film. And with the Origins of the Force, presumably you're also getting the origins of the dark side. Yeah. And I would love to see that film end with, I don't know if you saw the film 65 with Andrew Driver or Adam Driver.
No.
So it's been out for a little while now, so spoil it for everyone. I don't really care. It didn't do that well in theaters. But basically, it's this far-off civilization on this other planet, and Adam Driver is going to go on this expedition through space, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and he crash lands on this alien planet, alien to him. Well, it turns out that this alien to him planet is Earth 65 million years ago. And he has to get off of, or he has to fix a ship and get off of Earth because there's a massive asteroid coming that's going to hit the Earth. And of course, that's the asteroid that's going to kill the dinosaurs and blah, blah, blah. Of course, yeah. And that film ends with this shot of the ship taking off and the camera stays stationary and then turns into this time lapse of the Ice Age coming and the mammoths walking and then cities being built and all that, blah, blah, blah. Dang. And I think the Origins of the Force film would be cool if it ended with a split screen time lapse of iconic Jedi and Sith throughout the ages.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
Even if they don't talk.
Yeah, man.
Right? But even if you could just look at it and you go, well, look at the face. That's Malak.
Heck yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd watch that. That'd be awesome.
All right, moving on.
Dang.
Deadpool 3. Now, Brown Pants, you referenced earlier.
Yeah, man.
Being a Deadpool 1 reference. Now,
Yes,
listen,
man.
Deadpool is not for the kiddies. It's crass. Many in the realm of spiritual beliefs that you, myself, Pete, and Carl hold would probably say that's filth and we shouldn't be watching it. And
Absolutely.
you know what? You're
Yep.
probably right,
Yep.
but I don't care. I'm a massive Ryan Reynolds fan. I think that every so often an actor is born to play a role. And very seldom does that actor get a second chance at a do-over for playing that role. Obviously,
man.
Ryan Reynolds having played Wade Wilson in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
We just don't talk about that.
And that was not his fault.
No.
That was poor writing.
It hurt so much.
You took the merc with the mouth and you took away his mouth.
Yeah.
Like, what in the blue gravy?
Someone was very unhappy that day. That's all I'm going to say.
Right?
Very ticked off.
So Deadpool's amazing. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. In my lifetime, there are very few moments that I would categorize as the biggest news in film, in the world of film.
Yeah. Film history.
In my
film
lifetime.
vibe. Yeah, man.
One of them was certainly Disney's bought Star Wars and there's more Star Wars coming.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
It was done.
Oh, yeah.
It was over.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
never going to get more Star Wars. It was done. We saw the two trilogies connected and everything lined
right.
up and that was it. It was done.
That's right.
So that was a big moment. But in my lifetime, to date, I believe that the biggest piece of news, the biggest internet shattering, I've got goosebumps. I cannot believe, like, am I being trolled right now because this can't be real? Was that Hugh Jackman was donning the claws one more time. One last time again to come play Logan.
Oh, man.
Wolverine in Deadpool 3.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
I think all of nerdom squealed like little girls at that moment. Yeah. Yeah, not gonna lie.
And it's right up there with, like, it's almost tied with Michael Keaton's going to be Batman again.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Like, I teared up. I teared up
man.
when I found out about Michael Keaton. I was like, what? And the fact that we'll never see the Batgirl film, like, it must truly be as terrible as they're saying it is, like, and just is bad. And legally they can't show it now. Like, people are holding out hopes that, but they've now, Warner Brothers has claimed it as a tax write-off, so I don't think they ever legally can release it.
Oh, dang.
Without it being fraud.
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough. That still sucks.
That blows. So
like,
I don't think we're ever
Fraser,
going to see that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Deadpool 3. Now, Deadpool 3 was supposed to come out next fall, year from now.
Right.
Over a year from now.
Right.
And then a little while ago, we got glorious news that Deadpool 3 was way ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And that we were going to be getting it in May.
Yeah, man.
That it was less than a year away. Here comes Deadpool 3. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, and then the actors went on strike.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does it now look like Deadpool 3 may not be coming out in May of 2024, there has now been no such release date given. It is currently not on the release schedule. Now, it's still coming.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's still going to happen.
Yeah.
But we have no idea when.
Well, and the hard part is, as you had like mentioned earlier, right? Like Reynolds being able to go off the cuff, which that's his whole jam, right?
Before he couldn't do, but now he's not even allowed to show up on set.
Right?
now the actors are on strike.
Like, oh.
And they were only partway through, like they weren't done filming. So, yeah, cameras have stopped rolling. Now, this is true on many films. This isn't like, Deadpool 3, but,
But still,
like, there's rumors
Deadpool.
going around that Dune 2 might get pushed into next year now instead of coming out at Christmas.
Okay.
But we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But this is heartbreaking. How heartbroken are you that Deadpool 3, we don't even know when now. We don't even know.
Like, to be honest, from the set photos of what I saw, that, like, oh, man, it looks like it's going to be the destruction of the 20th century Fox,
that
film
image?
company. Yeah, dude. Oh man. Like, and
what a stroke of genius that image is.
Like, all they need is that. And it's enough for all of us to go nuts on.
Have you heard the rumors or the theories about where that set place is supposed to be within the film?
No, I have not heard anything on that front. I know of the rumored cast that's supposed to be in it. And it
there's all kinds, like Halle Berry posted an image of her with like Storm-esque hair on her Instagram, and we're all like, whoa, hang on a second.
Yeah, man, like Jean Grey coming back, and it's just like, oh, flip, yes. Like,
there's all kinds of Storm, and we know that Sir Patrick Stewart has been told to to stand by and be prepared, and like all kinds of stuff. But the theory, because Deadpool 3 has a very important job, which is to bridge the worlds and bring Deadpool into the MCU.
Absolutely, 100%.
And the theory, based on aesthetics, now picture the aesthetic, they're kind of in the desert, they're kind of whatever, but you could apply color grading and whatever. Like, you could make this look a little bit different than it currently does.
Yeah.
And we see sort of like this desecrated 20th Century Fox logo stuck into the ground.
Which is amazing.
Theory is, and it totally checks out and makes sense.
Yeah, man.
That this is all taking place in the void at the end of the time from the Loki series, where stuff from universes go to die. And you're like, wow, that makes total sense.
Yes.
Like, I can't poke any holes in that.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Man. Oh.
Yeah, because it's something that exists outside of a specific universe, which they'll have to be in at some point in order to change universes. Yeah.
Man. I love it. Yeah,
It's genius.
I'm a big fan of it, and mainly because, we got Hugh back, which the only man that can actually rightfully wield the wonderful adamantium claws. Like, my goodness. When I saw him in the original outfit, I actually cried and, like, peed my pants a little, which was really awkward because my wife was right there watching me. So, it's just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry. But, like, it just, like, oh, no, I definitely squealed. I love that they're bringing the outfit. I love Hugh. And in fact, I will tell you this, because this is how far I went into excitement on it. Please tell me you've seen The Greatest Showman.
Of course.
Okay, so, like, amazing. And Hugh Jackman singing, oh my gosh. Like, I need to hug that man's vocal cords. After seeing that and, like, being amped about Hugh Jackman coming back, and knowing that Ryan Reynolds has also done musicals now, thanks to this past Christmas with Will Ferrell, like, come on. Now I need them to do a musical in Deadpool 3.
Oh, interesting.
I need this now, because, like...
Yeah, that Will Ferrell movie?
Oh!
Listen, I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan.
Yeah, man.
That film was amazing. That became there's a couple of films that every year for Christmas I have to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
One is Home Alone.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
One is the 2000 Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Oh, fair point. Okay. Fair enough.
One is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
And now is this new one. Because it was just so well done.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So That's what I actually posted on Twitter, which is now X, to Ryan Reynolds and tagged in Hugh Jackman and was like, so guys, you two need to work out your differences and make your musical. Like, let's go. Like, come on. It's right here. Just do it.
Yeah. Spirited was so good. And they will. And, yes, I agree. Hugh Jackman is incredible.
Oh, man.
As Wolverine.
Oh, man.
Don't get me wrong. I do actually believe this is it.
Oh, yeah. 100%
He's hanging up the claws, which means they are going to recast him. That the MCU will have a Wolverine and it's not going to be Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And because again, I think any character can be recast. Yeah. Because again, the character doesn't serve the actor serves the character.
That's fair.
In my opinion, and not everyone agrees with this, but you can look it up after the show, and there's some really, really cool done fan edits, and the guy has got the body for it. And if you haven't seen him in anything recently, then much like Robert Pattinson, people are going to say, "Wow, the guy from blah blah blah." Like, what are you talking about? No. Actually look at some of his like smaller dramatic role projects.
Dude, I'm ready.
I think Zac Efron could be the new Wolverine. I really do.
Really? Okay.
I really do. Yeah, I really do. I think he's a good actor. And and the guy's got a body carved out of Olympus. Oh, yeah. Like he's just gravy.
That's
I'm going to send you right now. I do this occasionally, and it's frustrating for the listeners because they can't see it. But I'm on Facebook right now. I'm sending you an image.
I'm ready.
Open the image.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. Yep. That's fair. I can vibe it. It's a younger Wolverine vibe.
It's young. Well, it's going to have to be.
Oh, right? Yeah.
But it'll be fine because it'll be 616's Wolverine, who maybe that's a younger guy.
So every part of me wants to do, again, on the musical vibe because, Zac Efron, Great Showman. We just literally just jumped on that. He should, like, come in and he goes, "I'm on the other side." And it's just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
So, like, all musical nerds will be like, ah! All other comic book nerds will be like, huh? Like, pardon? What's going on here? Yeah. No, that would be hilarious if that were the case. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, when they recast Wolverine, I kind of want to do a little bit of justice to the comics because he was a tall dude. And comic book wise, Wolverine is a short dude.
Foot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 5'8", like if that. And it's just like, oh, okay. Like,
oh, I think he's shorter than that.
Yeah. Let me pull up stats here.
How tall is Wolverine?
Gotta double check these things.
Comics.
I guarantee you, some listeners be like, "Oh my guys, you're so dumb. How do you not know this?"
In the comics, he is 5'2".
5'2"? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, he's a munchkin.
What? I was wrong. Oh man.
Which is too short. It's too short. I don't know that anyone would buy that. And who are you going to find? Who are you going to find to play Wolverine that's 5'2"?
Yeah, that's... Shoot. Yeah, that's fair.
How tall is Zac Efron?
He's probably like 5'11".
He's 5'8".
5'8"? What?
He's a short guy. We could sell that.
He's a shorter dude. Okay.
We could sell that. I'm 5'7". I could be Wolverine.
Well, hurry up and bulk up. Like, let's go, man. Like, come on.
No. It's 2023. It's,
I'll even give you the beard transplant. I got tons of it here. Like, let's go.
There you go. All right, moving on.
Oh,
Disney
man.
Plus.
Ooh.
The home of everything MCU, everything Star Wars, and everything that I grew up watching as a kid, basically. All the TV shows, Boy Meets World.
Yeah, man.
Or
Pepper Ann. Don't forget. Pepper Ann.
Yeah, right? It's all there. Recess.
Oh,
it's all there.
Yo. Yeah.
Now, when Disney Plus launched at a ridiculously, here in Canada, we're going to be talking Canada numbers.
Eh?
Yeah, E? When Disney Plus launched here in Canada, it launched it launched everywhere at a ridiculously low price, but I can only speak to, the Canadian dollars.
Heck yes.
Here in Canada, it launched at $8.99.
Yeah, man.
Which was super cheap. And we're all like,
So good.
shit, yeah, I can afford Disney Plus. Like,
Oh, heck yes.
cool. Because at that point, Netflix was already up to like $14 or something. And so Disney Plus, it was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, man.
And over time, and I knew when that launched that it wasn't going to stay that price. And over time, the price has gone up, slowly but surely. And now it has gone up again.
Yep.
Now the cost of Disney Plus here in Canada is going up to $15.
Yep.
$15 a month.
15 buckaroos.
Which, listen, is still an amazing deal.
Yeah.
For what you're getting, it's still a ridiculous deal. Now, where it becomes a less of a good deal is that we now, when we all cut cable, it was, streaming is it's going to be the cheaper way.
That's right.
It's cheaper and it's better and it's blah, blah, blah. But now, I mean, if you want to stay current on all the shows, if you want to watch Umbrella Academy and Stranger Things, you got to have Netflix.
That's right.
You want to watch Star Wars and MCU, you got to have Disney Plus.
That's right.
You want to watch Game of Thrones and whatever and DC stuff.
That's right.
You got to have HBO Max.
Yep.
Or just Max now it's called.
Oh, because I even thought you had to, that wasn't even available in Canada. You had to go through
in
Crave
Canada.
to
It's
do
not.
that.
In Canada, it's called Crave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get all our HBO stuff through Crave.
That's right.
If you want to watch Rings of Power, you got to have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why I said that. So Amazon. Amazon Prime.
That's right.
Right? Like it's just, and some you want to watch, I think Yellowstone was on Paramount.
Yes, that's right. Paramount Plus.
And other stuff is on NBC Peacock. And
that's right.
And it just, it adds up. It
Or
adds
Showcase.
up in a freaking
If you
hurry.
wanted Showcase too, you had to do Stack TV too. And
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
man.
So now, the other interesting thing is that Disney is also talking about adding an $8 a month ad-supported tier. So you'll be able to pay peanuts on the dollar,
Yeah.
and you'll just have some commercials that you have to watch. Now, what isn't super clear yet, though, is whether or not it will be their full catalog. Because Netflix did this a little while ago, and they introduced their ad-supported tier.
Yeah,
and the problem with Netflix's ad-supported tier is not only was it not the entire library, like there was some things missing, but it only supported up to 720p, which I went on this massive, how archaic and primordial and like what? 720? Like I understand not offering 4K on your ad supported tier, but you're not even going to give people 1080p?
Yeah, like come on.
Like what is happening? So they are saying that with Disney, the ad supported tier will support up to 1080p, and that it will be 4K on the higher ones that you have to pay more for. The other thing that's coming is, much like Netflix, Disney is throwing around the fact that in 2024, the crackdown on password sharing is going to be coming. And listen, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I can't ever argue with it. I cannot argue with a company saying, "Hey, we want people to stop stealing our content."
Right. Right. That's understandable.
Like,
I get it.
At the end of the day, it's like, "Hey, we're giving you content that you're not paying for."
It's true.
So we'd like you to either stop using the service or start paying for it. And so, like, I get it. I do. And I don't, I'm never going to be like, "Oh, it's so stupid, blah, blah, blah." I get it. What doesn't make any sense to me, though, is unlike other subscription, like most subscription services let you have multiple different profiles, right? So that your suggested, your history, your continue watching is specific to you.
Absolutely.
With Disney Plus, they let you have like 7 profiles.
Yeah, man.
Is 7 profiles not basically saying, hey, share it with the guy that lives next door? Like,
That's
what
right.
household
Yeah.
needs 7 profiles?
Oh, dude, I 100% get that. And that's where the sharing thing to me is just like, we actually do that. So I've got one for me, I've got one for my wife, I got one for my kids, and then I actually, because, you know, my parents like checking out stuff, I'm like, hey, man, like they support us, they take care of us. So it's like, yo, man, like, here's your own channel where you can check out your stuff. And that way, like, whatever you're wanting to watch, do they ever hop on it? No, because my dad doesn't know which account is his. That's what just makes it. Right. He's just like, I don't know. I didn't realize we were the mouse. It's like, sure, Dad, that's cool.
But he's like, you know what? I couldn't figure it out, and I really don't need to see the Pam and Tommy show that badly. So I'm just gonna,
Well, and it saves him having to figure out payment and stuff like that, which I know he could figure out. But it's just like, you know, like if our kids are over there, I want to be able to go, hey, go over to Nana and Papa's. You can like watch this. You know your channel, so you'll stick to that. And then, hey, folks, thanks.
Which is probably restricted. Like they won't be able to access a lot of the stuff on Star.
And whatever else.
They can't watch. They can't stumble upon Predator.
No. Not yet, at least. We're working on it. But
there will be an appropriate time to say, okay, I'm showing you Predator now.
You need to see a wonderful alien go nuts. Like, it's what's needed. But yeah, like, absolutely. Because I'm getting my parents in, they get to check this kind of stuff, and then you get to have that. But yeah, we haven't even used all ours. It's kind of like, what are you going to do with 7?
Right? But like, even if you and your wife, I understand you and your wife having your own.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes you're watching on your own, you're into different things, right? Like with streaming services, if my girlfriend and I if we just shared one, I'd be like, no, I don't want to watch Gilmore Girls. Stop
Thank you. Right?
Right.
You know, like
enough.
Just different vibes.
I wanted to watch Grey's Anatomy, I would have by now. So just Netflix, leave me alone. Right. And so, you know, and on the flip side of that, she doesn't want to watch the Dahmer series, right? And so it's like that works out. But even if you have your own, that then assumes that you have 5 kids, which some people do. But even if you have 5 kids, why are you letting each kid have their own profile? You're not.
Right.
What kind of silver spoon crap is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
so I don't know. Interesting.
Diner.
We'll have to see.
Oy.
Moving on to our final topic.
Yes.
Now, we've talked a little bit about Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, being the best Spider-Man, by the way.
Ooh, absolutely.
And now, rumors have gone around. There's a story going around right now that Kevin Feige, prior to the actor strike, approached Andrew Garfield about appearing in the upcoming Avengers Secret Wars. Now, there's a couple of things here. Number one, does it make sense? Well, Andrew Garfield has already been introduced as a part of the multiverse within the MCU. So, check. If you know anything about the Secret Wars storyline in the comics, I mean, everyone's invited.
That's right.
So I guess check.
Yeah, 100%.
We're in the middle of what they're calling the multiverse saga. So people popping in from here, there, and everywhere is sort of to be expected.
That's right.
So check.
Yeah. In different backgrounds and vibes. Absolutely.
Sure.
100%.
Sure. Would it make it... Would it take away from it being an Avengers film if Andrew Garfield played a large role in the Secret Wars film? I tend to think so, yes, that it would make it less of an Avengers film and potentially more of a multiverse Spider-Man film, because then, like, who else are you going to bring in?
So, okay, I would have a little bit of pushback on that.
Okay.
Only for the factor, and it was not an amazing film. I will full-fledged admit it. But Doctor Strange.
Multiverse Madness.
Right. Like, they brought this capacity for alternate Avengers.
Yeah.
Which I
think everyone's wrong, by the way. I loved Multiverse Madness.
Thank goodness. Because, oh man, I thought they landed so well on separate universe Avengers. I thought
and
that was...
Sam Raimi's horror approach to Wanda.
Holy snap.
Like, there's times where I'm sitting in the theater going, this is tense. This is a lot.
Yeah. Well, especially how she's taking out everybody. Like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Like, your brain explode. Professor X, by the way, was so amped to see the 90s version Professor X. Oh, my goodness.
The music.
Little Mike just got amped so wicked hard. Childhood me cried a lot. I think if they stuck to something like that, had that vibe of who could Andrew Garfield be paired with of alternate versions of, and have it really as a different tiered level kind of thing, I really think he could pull it out. He wouldn't be as big of a personality. He definitely would probably be a carrying weight in that kind of group, depending on who you had. Like,
sure.
Honestly, I would. Here's my hot pick of what I would love to see in the Secret Wars Avengers vibe. I want Henry Cavill as Captain Britain.
Ooh, interesting. You were about to say Superman. I was like, okay, hang on.
Hold on. This isn't Amalgaverse. What is this? Like, get out of here, nerd. No, yeah, I want Henry Cavill as Captain Britain, because it adds a whole other dynamic, especially with Peggy Carter really paving the way for a British superhero vibe. She did fantastic. Oh my gosh. I would love to see some more, like, a different take on Namor, maybe, would be really kind of cool. Like the original comic book vibe, kind of this harsh punk vibe to him. I don't know who they would have to cast for that. That would be a tough call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I would love an alternate version Avengers Secret Wars kind of deal, but those two would have to be the forerunner. Because I just want to see the banter. That's all I want. I desperately want it.
Yeah.
I think it's a possibility. I think it could really work.
What I will say is that there is a film pundit that I follow online who has a lot of connections within Hollywood.
Ooh.
And they were, a couple days ago, via text, they were sent a link to the original article that Andrew Garfield had gotten this offer. Immediately followed, like, from someone who is in the know and close to the source,
right,
and would know. Immediately followed by a text message that said, "By the way, this is 100% not true."
Oh.
Now, it doesn't mean that it won't happen.
No, I know, but
it means that as of right now, Andrew Garfield will not be appearing.
Oh.
Now, I want to do something with you real quick here.
Yeah, throw down, man. Throw down.
And because that's it. That's it for the movie news.
Yeah, man.
And I want to do something real quick that we had not planned, but you're the guy to do this with.
Oh.
Now, can you see the screen that I've just shared with you?
I love it.
Okay. Now.
Here, I'll even put on my camera.
A couple of weeks ago, Carl and I, more than a couple of weeks ago now, Carl and I we each came up with our dream casting for James Gunn's new DC universe.
Ooh.
And this is my dream casting list.
Okay.
And this was before anyone had been announced. Before we knew who our new Superman was, who we now know. We now know our new Lois. We know a couple of things now. And this all happened before that. And so, bear in mind, we didn't know then what we know now.
Right.
But this is just, I'm going to show you the same slideshow that I've made publicly available to our listener. But this is who I would want.
Yeah.
And if you've got time, I'd love to run through it real quick because
absolutely.
You're the type of guy that you're going to nerd out about this stuff with me. And you talked about someone, I thought of this when you said the whole Jensen Ackles thing, right? Because we were talking about dream castings and stuff like that. So here we go.
Yeah, man.
So my casting for Batman
I'm ready
is
for it.
Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan.
He's a younger Batman. Now, again, and this was before we found out that they were doing Brave and the Bold, that they were going to have a Damian Wayne, all that stuff, right? So, but Jamie Dornan, he's the 50 Shades of Grey guy. He played the sheriff and the wolf in the first season of Once Upon a Time.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, the guy's jacked. He's got that Bruce Wayne look there in that suit. So that's my pick. And he's 40. So it's not unreasonable that he could have a younger Damian Wayne-esque son as Robin.
Yeah, that's fair. I could.
Next up, Superman. Okay. Now, this is no longer relevant because obviously we know who our Superman is.
It's fair.
But I wanted Nicholas Hoult.
Really?
Who played Beast in the young X-Men films that we got.
Dang. Yeah. Okay.
Again, to me, he's just got that look. I'm like, I could see it. Now, Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Alexandra. Daddario.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Shoot.
And I'm not the only person. Like, some of these fan castings are like other people are clamoring over these castings as well, right? But Aquaman. This one I'm standing by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
I want Alexander Skarsgård to play Aquaman.
Oh, yes. Yes. Proper Arthur Curry. Yes, man. Yeah, right? I could vibe.
Okay, Flash. Lucas Till.
Oh!
Now I get it. He's not redheaded, and that's a sticking point for Carl. Carl wants a redheaded Barry Allen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't want Barry. He wants a Wally West is what he wants.
Right, he wants Wally West.
Yeah, that's
and he's not, he was not an Ezra Miller fan. He didn't like that portrayal.
Yeah.
He's maybe seen a little bit of Grant Gustin in the Arrowverse show, but not much of it. Like, he never watched the Arrowverse stuff. But yeah, Lucas Till. Lucas Till's my choice for the Flash.
I could dig it. Okay.
Green Arrow.
Oh, okay.
Glenn Powell from the Top Gun Maverick movie that we just got.
Oh, not my pick, but I like it.
Okay.
Not my pick.
But put a beard and a mustache on the guy, because that's, we need that. We need that look. Now, this one I'm so proud of, because for Green Lantern, I chose Nathan Fillion.
Oh, yes.
Who we now know has been cast as Green Lantern. Now, it's the Guy Gardner version. And when I cast this, I was assuming Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but I would have given him Hal Jordan.
But yeah, easily. Nathan Fillion's going to be our Guy Gardner Green Lantern. That is official.
Oh my goodness.
Next up, Lex Luthor.
Ooh.
Mark Strong, who many people will know from the Kingsman series. Mm-hmm. Played Merlin and broke my heart singing Country Road, Take Me Home as he was standing on the landmine ready to
I cried.
Do away with himself.
I cried.
So tough. Okay, this is a big one.
Okay, I think I know where you're going with this one. I think I know what this one's going to be.
Skeet Ulrich.
Oh, nope, totally wrong.
Who not only played Jughead's dad in Riverdale, but is the original killer from the first Scream film.
Scream movie. Yeah, man.
Yeah. This guy can portray crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that image on the left, you put some white makeup, you turn that hair green.
Yeah. He's got a weird vibe on him. I like it.
It's my choice. Yeah, he's got the crazy eyes. He's got the crazy eyes. Zod.
Ooh.
We went deep with some of these castings. We casted some characters that they may not otherwise. Gerard Butler.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, especially, okay. If they would have done that with Henry Cavill, like, you get stronger vibes with Gerard Butler. I'm sorry to say.
I do like Michael Shannon.
He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cyborg.
Ooh.
John Boyega.
Yeah.
I think he's a great actor. I think he got done dirty by Star Wars.
I think so,
but I think John Boyega, none of the issues with Finn are John Boyega's fault.
No, 100%. He's got a good vibe to it.
Martian Manhunter.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
The rule with films is it's never a bad thing to add talent. Mm-hmm. And Chiwetel Ejiofor is clearly a man of talent.
Yeah, man.
Zatanna.
Yeah, man. Megan
Ori.
Oh.
Who's been in some smaller TV stuff. Like, she doesn't have a big film career going right now. This one's based more off of look, I think.
Yeah, that's
because she's got the look.
Yeah.
Lois Lane. Now, obviously, we now know who our Lois Lane is, so this is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Shailene Woodley.
Oh.
And I get a lot of people hate Shailene Woodley. A lot of people are not Shailene Woodley fans, and so it was a controversial pick. But I'm a Shailene Woodley for Fault in Our Stars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think she's good. I would have chose her.
I can see it.
Robin.
Oh no.
Now, again, this was before we knew we were getting a Damian Wayne Robin.
Right.
And listen, I get the hatred for Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
But I do think that Timothée Chalamet is on a trajectory to be not quite as good but in the same thought bubble as someone like Daniel Day-Lewis. I do think that this kid is on his way to be one of the big greats. So that's it. That's my casting.
Okay.
That's my casting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I know, right? I
could see him as definitely a Tim Drake. Like, he has the vibes of, like, super smart.
Yeah, definitely not necessarily a Damien or a Dick Grayson.
No, not a Dick Grayson. That's a hard cast to just throw in there.
He could even be, like, if he portrayed a real dick, like, not Dick Grayson, but like a real asshole, he could be a Jason Todd. He could be a Jason Todd.
Yeah. He'd have to bulk a little. He'd have to bulk a little, and it would be good. Yeah.
And then you have room for the whole death in the family story, right? Like, you could do that over several films, bring him back several films later, and do the whole warped and twisted, and then Red Hood thing, and Batman, like, reeling over the loss of the guilt that he feels over this.
The brokenness.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the brokenness.
100%.
Anyways, folks, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Movie Men Podcast. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all listed down below. We have a Patreon page for as little as $1 a month, which you can't even, like, forget Starbucks. You can't go get like a Coffee Time, Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, whatever it is. You cannot get a coffee for that money. Like, it's ridiculous. $1 a month, you can support the show. It gives you access to all kinds of bonus content, and then we have other tiers there where you get increased voting power when we post votes on what film we're going to watch and review next. Ooh. We also have merch. We have a merch page.
Hey-o.
T-shirts and sweaters and stickers and water bottles and coffee mugs and teddy bears wearing Movie Men t-shirts. I swear to you, that's 100% a thing.
That's adorable.
It's good, and it's like when we make the merch and we put it on the merch page, we have the opportunity to set the margin at whatever we want, and it's all at an incredibly low, non-existent margin because we just want you wearing the merch. Like, we're not in it to make any money. So Yeah, so make sure you check out that. And before we go, Mike, please plug away. Tell us what you're up to and where to find it.
Yeah, so I run this nerdy ministry called Graphic Word. We've been doing that for 5 years. What? Essentially, we take nerdy things and have it connect to Bible stuff. I'm a huge nerd, and I'm a huge dude who follows this dude called Jesus. You can check us out actually at different spots. We have our own Twitch channel, which actually is going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We got stuff coming at you. Go to twitch.tv/graphicwordlive, and you can totally check us out there. We are on Instagram and Facebook at GW Nerds, and we have our own podcast. That's, of course, Graphic Word Live via podcast. Oh man, now I'm trying to even remember where it's found. On Anchor FM. Sure, you can do that at podcast or Spotify too. We're there as well. So check us out. Just type in Graphic Word or Graphic Word Live. We're there. Also on YouTube, same handle. And check out some of our guys. I'm boldly trying to say that we are not just a Mike Wilson show. We are pushing lots of different nerds who are able to share a different style of content. I just happen to like to make all these weird connections to comics, movies, and or other nerdy genres to faith. And so if you like that kind of stuff, if you are a Jesus dude, sweet, chat with me. If you are a nerdy dude or dudette, I need to say dudette, whatever awesome identifiers, throw it out there. Yo, come our way. We'd love to have you. And we also have our Discord, discord.io/GWNerdsUnite. And you can be part of the nerdy community, where it's just nerd all the time and get to see all the craziness that we are like and do.
Sick. Yeah, make sure you check that out. And we'll post some of those. Mike will send me a list of links, and we'll make sure they're posted in the show notes below, so that you can access all of those much easier than trying to navigate a URL bar. So, yeah.
Just a little
All
bit.
right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, both to the listener and to Mike. It has been, it's been sweet, and we'll definitely have you back at some point. We review a lot of the upcoming or newly released comic book films. And so we may have to have you back on at some point to wax poetic, maybe about the upcoming Marvels movie.
Ooh,
we'll see what we can do. So
yeah, we could do that.
All right. Well, until next time, I don't know. I got say something witty, Mike.
Don't pick your nose and eat it.
That's solid. That's super solid.
I try and help, man. That's, advice from a parent.